What's up, family? This is Bishop Joseph Walker, Mount Zion Church in Nashville, Tennessee. I just sitting here, man, in my office and just reflecting over what's happening in our world, and sitting here on the literal 2 days after my pastor, Dr. Harry Blake in Shreveport, Louisiana, succumbed to COVID-19, and me getting so many messages of other pastors and people, particularly in the African American community, who have succumbed or are fighting COVID-19. And it got me to thinking. I was talking to Ricky. Many of you know Ricky and I are best friends, and I was just sharing with him what I was feeling. He said, man, you got to put that down and share it with the nation. And I wanted to share it with my people because I have to tell you, I'm frustrated. I'm ticked off, and I want to just keep it 100. Fact is that this coronavirus is exposing a lot. It's exposing a lot about who we are as a people. It's exposing a lot about our political system. It's exposing a lot about how our communities are treated. Fact is, it's exposing a lot about economic and health disparities that exist within underserved communities. It is disturbing. You think about how COVID is impacting the African American community in disproportionate ways. And I'm pretty pissed off about that, to be honest with you, because as a spiritual leader, I've advocated and talked about this. And I remember when I became presiding bishop in the Gospel Baptist Church Fellowship. And I remember God gave me 4 pillars, and 2 of them were financial empowerment and health and wellness. A lot of people outside of our fellowship, and even some within, laughed and thought, well, what is that about? Didn't understand. But I knew what God was saying to me, because these are areas that I believe that we as a people have to really think through. COVID is exposing a lot. A lot of our people don't have emergency funds. A lot of our people are not healthy. And as a result, we end up getting COVID and with pre-existing conditions, and we're already behind the curve. It's not all your fault, though. It's not. The fact is, there's a lot of social issues that give rise to this economic disparity and health disparities that exist in our community. You think about on any given street in the United States right now, any given street, I want you to really process that there is a fast food, several unhealthy fast food restaurants that are there to feed you. There are churches on every corner that should have been empowering you, but we're content with just shouting you. There are payday loans that are there to financially exploit you. There are drugstores to medicate you. Crack houses there to numb you. Liquor stores there to assist in numbing you. And then there's a funeral home there to bury you. It happens on every African American community in the country. And the fact is, it makes us end up behind the 8 ball, because we need our political leaders and we need our leaders in our community. And I call myself out to that we've got to step up and we've got to advocate to get these food deserts out of our community. And we've got to make sure we have quality food, and we've got to have the right things. Everybody can't eat at Whole Foods. Everybody can't afford that, but we've got to make sure that they have at least quality food to make good food choices. We've got to make sure we stop glorifying all of this fast food stuff and talking about this and that and this sandwich and that sandwich, and all we're doing is glorifying these coronaries, because it's running our blood pressure up, and we're feeding people at church at 11 o'clock at night fried chicken and macaroni and cheese, and somebody sits around and tries to get healthy, and they start losing weight and trimming down, and we say, what's wrong? They sick. And somebody gets bigger, nobody says anything, because we got a culture that continues to glorify this foolishness. We're digging our own grave with our fork, and then we don't have any immune system to fight against something like COVID, because we're constantly glorifying this kind of lifestyle of eating unhealthy and doing all this stuff and putting this stuff in our kids, and we're walking around morbidly obese, and people are trying to tell us, and we got to help our people. We got to help our people, man. We got to help our people economically. We got to let these folks know we need COVID testing kits in our community. Whether we're sponsoring our community, we got to make sure our people don't represent percentile the largest group of folks in the particular city, why is it that we're affected disproportionately? It's because our people perish because of a lack of knowledge.